Welcome back to Chump Block. Today, I'm going to be talking about all the bans and what's in store for Commander as we know it. For starters, I would like to say the doxing, threats, and harm that has been caused is way overboard. It's insane, actually. It's vile and ignorant. I don't understand what goes through some people's heads whenever they do these things. I mean, the rules committee was made up of people. Like, it's just people. People that tried to do what they thought was best for the Commander product as a whole. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing a card game. Keyword game. I would like to say, if you play in one single play group, you guys can make your own rules. You can make your own rules. You do not have to abide by anybody's anything. My play group personally will not be using these bans at all because we all agree that these cards are fine to use in what we do. Another thing, for the people that are like, oh my god, my investment, it's down the drain, it's in the toilet. Why are we investing in cardboard cards? The only time I personally believe that it is okay to invest in cardboard is when it's like a sports card or something. For example, Victor Wembanyama, or you know what? I'll do LeBron James because most people know who LeBron is. Most people will know who Victor is, but we'll save that for another channel. LeBron James. If you bought LeBron James's rookie card, that is a great investment. Okay? That's a good investment. That's a good investment in cardboard. But now if you go buy somebody you've never heard of, then it is, a shot in the dark. It's a gamble. And that's exactly what Magic is. It's gambling. Like why would I spend $120 on a Mana Crypt when the highest it's gonna get is 140? What I made $20. Sure, if I bought a lot of them, cool. But in a game where stuff can get banned, that's just a bad choice. That's a bad choice. As far as like sports cards, if somebody's got a rookie card, they can't ban a rookie. Like that never happens. The only thing you're banking on then is for them to be good in their career. That's different. That's the only time I think investing in cardboard is cool. And another thing, at the moment, I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I am a Magic player because of all the doxing and the threats and the harm over nothing. I mean, unless you guys are playing in a tournament or you're playing at a card shop with people you've never played before, these bans don't really matter. Like I said, if you play in a play group, you guys make the rules. If you want to ban, I don't know, if you guys want to not use Soul Ring, guess what? You guys talk with your play group, and if you don't want to use Soul Ring, you don't use it. It's as simple as that. I don't understand. And for those of you that don't know what's going on, I'll finally get into that. The Rules Committee banned Dockside, Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, and Nadu. I'm sure like 95% of the people were fine with Nadu because that card was broken, and the only people that aren't fine with it are the people that went and made a Nadu deck, and to those people, oh well, The Rules Committee has since passed priority to Wizards of the Coast because of all of the hoopla. Former Rules Committee members will work as advisors for Wizards of the Coast, apparently. And Wizards has stated that they don't want to change Commander. I'm not sure if Wizards will be doing any unbanning or banning in the future anytime soon. None of that. I just make content. But this could still be bad. This could still be a bad thing. If they do decide to start banning or unbanning things, they're the company that prints the cards. They're the company that now has control over everything, that can say what's good and what's bad. And if they decide to treat this like standard where it rotates, how mad are you guys going to get then? That's all I got to say. If they start treating it like standard where stuff rotates, you're going to have to buy new cards every rotation to make a commander deck. Again, the only time this will matter is if you're playing a tournament or you're playing it like a card shop where people abide by these rules. If you're in a play group, for the 50th million bajillion times I've said it already, make your own rules. Rule zero. Rule zero is when you talk with whoever's at your table, whether it be your playgroup or anybody. That's where you decide, hey, I've got this mana crypt that was banned. Is it okay if I use it? If they say no, substitute it out or use a different deck. If they say yes, guess what? You're good to go. Ban or not, you can play the game. That's what Rule Zero is for. Rule Zero, you talk with who you're playing with. You know, you gotta, hey, I got a Power 7 deck. What are you guys running? Oh, I got a Power 9 deck. You should probably up it a little bit. I got a Power 10. I'm gonna CEDH and win every game. You know, talk with your playgroup. That's what Rule Zero is for. The Rules Committee was for people who didn't have a Rule Zero. Apparently. You know, I'm still new to Magic, but that's what I think it was for. It's like a, kind of like a, I don't know, just like a, something you can follow, something you can look at and be like, oh yeah, if I don't know these people, maybe I shouldn't go to this card shop I've never been to with none of my friends. I'm gonna sit down at this table. Maybe I shouldn't use these cards because it's looked at as bad. That's what the Rules Committee banning thing, in my opinion, was for. Now, as far as my personal opinions on the bans and what I believe, I personally don't love CEDH games. Like, I have one real CEDH deck and one fake CEDH deck. The real one is a farming deck for Eureka. Does it win? Yes. Is it boring? Absolutely. I make the same plays every single time. Now, I've made substitutions to that deck to get different things. You know, I'm the main combos, Thassa and Demonic Consultation. That's the main combo. Now I have a Leveler, I have a Jason there, I have other cards that do kind of the same thing, but it broadens the ways I can win, at least with card wise. My fake one, because my playgroup uses proxies, because again, why would you invest in cardboard that can be banned or not made anymore or anything? If that card plummets, you're broke, essentially. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, so me personally, I don't like CEDH decks. The first time I ever got into Magic was a couple years ago. Me and a couple friends were off for a day, and I was like, hey, I want to play D&D, and my friend that played D&D was like, D&D isn't like a one-day kind of thing, you know, how about we try Magic? He played Magic, he still plays Magic to this day, and we went to Walmart, we bought some precons, and we played against him, and we learned and stuff. He was using, at the time, he had a Kinrith deck, and he had, what's his name? Edgar. He had Edgar Markov. Those were his decks. I got Millicent. That one, I forgot what the actual precon's called, but Millicent's the commander. She's still one of my favorite decks to this day. I think the Spirit Tribal is super fun. My other friend got the Lizard, where you equip a bunch of stuff to him. That one, I forgot his name. I don't know the commander deck's name. And my other friend got the Dragon D&D commander set precon thing. Okay, yeah, so that's where we were. And those honestly were my favorite games. The first, like, before I ever made any upgrades or anything like that. Yes, our friend with Kinrith whooped us every single time. The Edgar Markov deck, that deck was fun to play against because it was powerful, but at the same time, it was easier to deal with than Kenny, who is more CEDH based. So those were my favorite games. The slow games where, like, oh my god, I'm about to create 10 spirits and you can't block flying. I'm about to swing at Edgar Markov and your whole play, you know, like what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I don't like CEDH games. That's what I'm saying. I was rambling. Fast mana can kill a game if you or an opponent don't get any. So if my friend is running, I'm going to use him as an example, but I'm not going to say his name, but he knows who he is if he watches this video. My friend uses a Kennen deck, Kennen is a 2-cost commander who can get wins turn 2 to 5. 2 to 5, I'd say. And yeah, the games go by really quick. Cool, fun, sick. But at the same time, it's like, it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's annoying. It's boring. Like, why would you make a commander deck with 100 cards in it to play 7 of them? It's not fun, in my humble opinion. His favorite color is also blue, so, you know, can't really get through to him. I would love to just, never mind. Back to the fast mana thing. Fast mana, if you use it, cool. But again, let your playgroup know. If you're going to use a CEDH deck, let them know so they can use a CEDH deck. If you want to use a precon deck, let them know so they can use a precon / something on that level deck. So the bans, Dockside, what do I think about Dockside? Dockside can create a lot of mana really fast. But if it fits in your playgroup, whatever. Mana Crypt. If everybody at the table has a Mana Crypt, use it. Same thing with like a Soul Ring. Everybody uses a Soul Ring, that's why it doesn't get banned. Excuse me. Nadu. Shoot. We play at my house. I had Nadu on the ban list at my house before I even knew what the ban list was. Once I heard Nadu can go crazy with basically every card ever that can equip, I was like, nah. If anybody walks in here with a Nadu, I'm not playing against it. You can play, but I'm gonna sit out. What was the other one? I'm forgetting what the other. Jeweled Lotus. Jeweled Lotus was the only one that I was like, well, that's a stupid ban. Because like Jeweled Lotus is literally for commander. It's the only format you can use it in. That's the only ban on there that I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what is the point? Is Jeweled Lotus a broken card? Sure, absolutely. But it's the only format you can use it in. How can you ban it in the only thing you can use it in? That was what I was getting to. I mean, that's what I was thinking. My bad. I'm heated, and I don't know why. I woke up like an hour ago. I ate lunch. I came in here. I wrote down some notes of what's going on, and now I'm saying it. And I'm angry. Might need to go take a walk after this. So yeah, that's essentially what's going on with Commander, with everything that's going on. Dude. I'm sorry. I can't talk. That's what's going on. That's my opinions. That's my ideas. Lastly, the only thing I can say is I'll repeat this. Do not invest in cardboard. Even if it's sports cards. Like, most of the time it's not a good investment. Don't invest in cardboard. Go gamble. Like casino or something. Actually, don't do that either. Don't gamble. How about that? Just don't gamble. Wish I could get through to myself, but sports betting is something I love to do. Don't gamble. Second, stop threatening people. Stop harassing people. What are we doing? It's never that serious. It is never that serious. Grow up. We're playing a card game. Game. Keyword game. Stop. Get some help.